The other guy's already left though, basically. He's all the way out there. I got him! I did it, chat! That was on the hardest difficulty. This is illegal, by the way. They're not supposed to be doing this, but they're doing it anyway. But before, there was literally like, everyone had like 6 guns on them. Now at least, there's just like a few people here and there that have an extra gun. And then there's Ares, who has the entire goddamn armory in his trousers. What? But let's take a moment. Thank you, Conqueror. Let's take a moment to remember Steve. Steve's the name of my beard. Instead, we are climbing, we are ascending the stairway to the Lord himself. We are reaching on high. We are reaching the realm of the clouds, and we are tickling at the ballsack of God. That's a weird thing to say. And yet here we are. Maybe the flavor is the oatmeal flavored piss. Maybe the piss is the oatmeal we made along the way. Maybe our friends are pissing oatmeal along the way. Maybe a bowl of piss, maybe 2 birds in the piss is one in the oatmeal bush. Maybe our friends are made of oatmeal. Maybe our oatmeal friends are pissing in the bush. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I need help. Send help, please. Take a new direction in life. Be remembered. Have fun. Fit in. Avoid failure. Find out a secret. Find inner peace. Retrieve a lost item. Cause mayhem. And be self-sufficient. You know? Just gotta make sure you can look after yourself. Right after the mayhem that you wrought. He would be a delicious, creamy pumpkin soup. Like, it has to be a really creamy one, because he's makes everyone cream, and then I would eat him. Don't clip that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna make it. Now, I know what you're thinking, chat. I know what you're thinking. Man just lied to us. Bro just straight up lied to us. Don't worry. I've got this. If I do this... Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. I wasn't expecting that. For God's sake. Look, I was expecting it to either spawn on the top or stay in the bridge. I was not expecting it to catapult halfway across the map. Oh my God. Let's do just a... Oh no, he's doing whiteface. Ah! Cancel him. Major break risk. Caravan ambush. Oh no, here we go. How many people have ambushed us? Two? Are we dead?
Hello there.
Hello. Hello and welcome to Subnautica. Now I am going to love you and leave you because I was supposed to fill up my water bottle. It's very warm and I've been in the hot sun today, and so I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I meant to do it before I started, but I didn't. So I'll be back in a sec. Short answer, no. Long answer, no. No. Maybe the flavor is the oatmeal flavored piss. Maybe the piss is the oatmeal we made along the way. Maybe our friends are pissing oatmeal along the way. Maybe a bowl of piss. Maybe 2 birds in the piss is 1 in the oatmeal bush. Maybe our friends are made of oatmeal. Maybe our oatmeal friends are pissing in the bush. I'm back. I've done it. I have water now. Thank you for the hydration. There we go. I reminded myself to do it, and then I went live. And then I was like, oh, let's take a drink. And then I was like, oh, wait. I didn't refill my drink bottle. Rip. But how is everyone? It's Saturday? Question mark? How are we? Rubber Ducks, welcome. Deathix, how you doing? I hope you've all had a splendid day. I've had a very loud and hot day. And it, look, when you say it like that, it almost sounds like it was hot and sweaty.
Hello there.
Hey Sheepy, how you doing? And then if you say it like that, it almost sounds like it was sexy. It wasn't sexy. It was very hot though. I went to Monster Jam. We saw the monster trucks, but it was fairly warm today, and the seats that we got, the last few times we've gone, were really good. We got the same seats because like the monster trucks come out right underneath us, like they were literally right under where we were sitting. But the last few times it was either like raining or like kind of vaguely spitting, or it was like really overcast. Today it was just straight sun direct into the dome for like 3 hours. It's not like proper summertime yet, so I'm a little bit burnt, but I'm not like lobster. But feeling kind of almost. As a matter of fact, I think I might disappear again to go get some painkillers, because I think the heat stroke is setting in late. Well, probably not heat stroke, but I'm feeling a little bit. So I'm just gonna quickly grab some painkillers. I'll be like 10 seconds. One day I'll be back for the whole time. One day. So many things that they can change and tweak to just make it piss. Where's my sea moth? Get back to my sea moth. Where is it? There it is. I'm sorry, wait, hold on. Why is my sea moth in the sky? Get down from there, sir! All, moral ambiguity. Also, another person that just cleared an area and then instantly died. Oh, clean. Oh, I don't... Oh, slow it down! Oh, God. Almost just broke something. almost just broke something. Get out of the tank. Get out of the tank. The one that's not Crimson, I can't remember the name of it. My brain of Cthulhu has disappeared. Now we have to make it so they can come down onto the highway because currently they just go around forever. They come up this road, they come up this road, and they circle forever. There is no... I'm back. There we go. Should be for good now. I've had painkillers. Hopefully everything will be all good. Let me catch up on chat. Delicious creamy soup that makes everyone cream and I would eat him. That's Jason in a nutshell. That's him. Hydrate with an empty bottle. Problem solved. We have a bottle now. You didn't have a hot and sweaty sexy day? No, just hot and loud. Very loud. They should have gotten those 2-meter tall air conditioners and blasted with them. Well, the annoying thing was, every now and then there would be like the lightest of breezes, and it would be like, oh, this is suddenly bearable, and then it would just disappear, and we would just roast for the next half an hour. It was, if it had been summer, we actually all just would have been completely dead. Because it's spring, we can kind of get away with being in the sun for a bit. And it was like, peak was obviously at like 12, and the actual show started at 1, so we were still in the sun for a little bit around like 11 and 12, because there was a pit party earlier and stuff like that. So we were still like a little bit in that, but mostly during the actual peak of it, we weren't in the hot sun. But then for the rest of it we were, and it was still like it was medium UV. So it's still like, it was still hot, but it won't have like lobstered me or anything. So you're usually moist for all the trucks, but today you were hot and sweaty for them? Just mainly hot. Yeah, just hot. Bit of sweaty as well, but mainly just hot. Think he needs more water and to have a wet towel or something on his head and blast the AC. Well, the AC is blasting. The frustrating thing, well, it's not really frustrating, but the thing is with the AC in here is you need it going even in winter because everything in this room generates so much heat and it doesn't go anywhere, so it just turns into an oven here. So the aircon's like almost always on in this room anyway, so then when it gets to like actual heat, it still does enough to like take the edge off, but you can't like, if you're feeling particularly hot, you can't like properly cool down. You're just like, well, at least I'm not really hot anymore. Because I would love to be able to just like icicle this bitch, but I can't. Rip. Hey Heckler, how you doing? Hiv Niv. NH for never here, of course. Oh, I see. Wait, are you saying Hiv Niv is my new name or just Niv? The N is at the start. Roasted. Boom, roasted. I got roasted. I literally got roasted. Look at my pink nose and cheeks. This is why you always wear... The annoying thing is, actually, because it literally, I think literally yesterday, it was pissing down with rain and blustering a gale. And today it was like, oh, well, it's probably going to be cold again. So I wore, like, pants. I could have worn shorts. I should have worn shorts. I didn't bring a hat. And we didn't have sunscreen. Because it's been bloody freezing recently. And it's still spring, not summer or anything. And then... ended up roasting. Very annoying. Very annoying. The show was still good, but I spent too much of it just being like trying to cover myself. Spring is like you have lit matches around you, and it's the same with summer, except in summer you get petrol dumped on you. Well, the thing is with spring, at least where I am, is that it can be still quite warm, and you won't, unless you're like standing in the sun for ages, you're not necessarily really going to get sunburn. And usually it's like moderately warm, or at least like not cold for most of the time. But the problem is that it's been blowing a friggin' gale off and on for like the last 2 months. Even when we're in spring, it's just been like pissing down with rain and blowing a gale. And then every now and then there's just like one day where it's just like mid-20s, direct sun. And those are always the times that either I am inside for the whole day, so I don't get to do anything, or like I don't get to enjoy any of the nice weather, or it's the time that I'm going out and I'm directly in that sun and I'm not prepared for it because it was blowing a gale yesterday and will be tomorrow. God damn it. I spent much of it trying to cover yourself. You were doing a striptease and we weren't invited. That's right. All several thousand of the people at that stadium were, and you were not. I was like this the whole day, because the place where we were, it doesn't have like a full roof over it. It's got this little like kind of lip roof around the edges, and it covers like some of it but not all of it. And the place where we were at the time that we were there, the sun, it started like at the edge of the box that we were sitting in, and over the course of the day it just gradually went up straight over our faces and then just covered us all by like the actual start of the proper show, or a little bit into the proper show. It was just like we were just fully into it, and it didn't get any better. So next time we're going to get basically the same seats but on the other side of the stadium, so that way we're not just sitting in the sun the whole time. Because even if it's not necessarily going to burn us, I felt like I was getting heat stroke the whole time. Show weather? What are you asking me to show you the weather, or are you saying it was the weather that you get for some type of a show and then it disappears? Because it's like, ah, look, you can have nice weather for this event. Yeah, because like I said, last year it was literally raining at the at the event as well, and this time it was. Sorry, it wasn't. It was sun, is what I mean. Have you never heard of show weather? No, I mean I can guess with the context, I can guess at what that means, but I've never heard the term before. You don't look particularly red. No, I think I've got like a little bit of pink over my nose and cheeks. Like I was saying, it's not like I don't think we were really getting burnt because it's spring. I wasn't as worried about getting actually burnt, but it was just being in direct sun with no breeze, just straight on my face. It's like just heat stroke territory. It was not fun. It's really windy with direct sunlight. Oh, is that what show weather is? That would have been nice. I would have been fine with that. Well, when you went out into like the outer ring of the stadium, into the kind of parts where you enter in the bit that runs around the entire stadium, there's like how how do you explain it? It wasn't all like fully covered. It was like, there was all these open areas around it. And so you went out there and you could feel like this nice breeze blowing through the whole thing. But once you got into the actual stadium, it was just like almost none of it could get through. So it was just hot. We ended up in the second, like, or the last third, I think, of the show, we were just like, this is just too much. So we got up and we moved. There was like this shaded area with a whole bunch of just steps, but they couldn't really see the actual stadium. That's why there was no seats there. It was just like cut straight to the back, probably quarter of the stadium. You couldn't see the rest of it. But there was a screen of what was going on just at that part, so we're just like, screw it. We're just gonna go sit over there. We'll watch the show on the screen. Not exactly as exciting as what we'd hoped, but it's better than like literally getting heat stroke. So we spent the rest of the time there. It was still a good day, but damn, I don't like going outside. You know what I do like doing? Yeah. You know what I do like doing though? Diving into the water? Question mark? We're playing Subnautica, okay? That's show weather, but it has different levels. Really windy and swap to heat, so really hot with direct sunlight and a slight breeze. What I would have given for just like a consistent slight breeze, I swear to God. Alright, let's actually play something now. Now that hopefully my painkillers have started to kick in. And I have debriefed about going to glossed over the fact as well. I mean, I know I said it, but the show that we went to was Monster Jam, which I don't know if you guys have been to Monster Jam before, but it's basically America distilled into diesel engines. Big honking diesel engines. And it's without all the I don't get shot at as well. But it's big, loud, stupid trucks. And it's fun. So that was a good time. Do they play the Monster Mash? You know what? I think that joke does happen at least once or twice. I'm sure of it. Anyway, let's get into this. Alright, here we are back in Subnautica, back in the base. We have... Okay, please don't prove me wrong. Okay, we have titanium this time. Last time I was like, oh, we've got lots of titanium! And there was no titanium in any of these. But this time, there's titanium. At the end of last episode, we went and got a bunch of titanium just before wrapping up, so that we'd have some for the start of this one. And we've got a bunch of building to do. There's going to be a few just kind of build episodes, because there's so much to build. We're at about 2,000 meters high, and that is about just over 20% of the way that we're going to. But in the last episode, the one that we did last night, we got from about 10%-ish to that 20%. So we got like pretty much 10% in a single stream. So we are... Oh, you know what? Actually, I should go suckle in the teeth of the Bulbo before I do this. We are making like rapid progress. So while I was worried about us just never reaching our goal previously, in any time that was going to be reasonable, now we should be able to get it within like a month. And that sounds a bit much. But remember that we only play this twice a week. If we were playing it like every day, then it'd probably only take... It might only take like a week or so. Which is a vast improvement. Alright. Slurp down that giant veiny Bulbo. And up we go. Oh, damn. So this is how... Hold on. I was trying this last time. But this is basically how far back we have to go to be able to see... Oh, oh, lag. We still can't really see... That's where the elevator ends. The current elevator we have. That's how much we made in like one stream. That amount there, I think. So... It doesn't look like as much from down here. No, I think we actually made more than that. Just don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. And hopefully I will talk even more nonsense as the night progresses. That's what we're all here for. Alright, up we go. We gotta get to the top. I think... Wait, hold on. Why am I suddenly at 73% water? Did I just like not... Am I cooked? I swear it went up over 100... Wasn't I higher on hydration than I was on starvation? And then I had more? I thought I was at full. I obviously was not paying any attention. I must not have been paying any attention at all. Well, I guess we're gonna die of thirst. Oh well. Maybe we'll try that thing again where we jump down to the ground and see if we can hit the ground before we thirst to death. I'm going to make coffee chat, write down any inappropriate things he says, and clip them for me. Look, I know that you're not here right now, so that's why I'm gonna make this very clear that I would never say anything inappropriate. There is no way that I would... Oh, I thought the ads had just started. I was hoping the ads were going to start, but it's a... What an anticlimax. Unlike in my pants. Wait, no, hold on. Hold on. We can't let him get away with that. Alright, let's build. You didn't suck off enough Bulbo. Sorry, extremely low effort message. Hey, this is a low effort stream. Hey, that's not true. I put in a lot of effort into this. I actually genuinely do. I put in so many mods to get this actually even happening. And like so many hours to try and figure out how to get all this stuff working. Very high effort, I'll have you know. It's just chill is the term we're looking for. We got a bucks for base. Can I run ads this close to when ads are supposed to happen? Wait, where is the ad button? Where is my ad button? Oh, there we go. Run an ad break. Why was that gone? Oh, actually, no, it's that one there. Alright, ads time! There we go. Courtesy of rubber ducks. Ads. You can thank her when you get back. When she gets back, rather. I've put one in the middle of the floor again. I need to stop doing that. Alright, we're just gonna, you know, nice and casually just place a couple of ladders up. We've seen it before. Remember your training. We can do this. I believe in all of you. And maybe one day I will also believe in myself. Probably not today, though. I've got sunburn. And that obviously means I cannot believe in myself. The existence of sunburn prohibits the ability to believe in oneself. I think it was Aristotle who first said that. Why did... I forgot the hatch again! The second rubber ducks leaves... The second I forget, it's got nothing to do. I would have forgotten anyway. They literally could have told me and I still would have forgotten to remove the hatch. This is just the way of things. Okay, back down to the hatch we go. The slide of shame. Or, sorry, the bounce of shame as we just kind of bobble our way down. Hey, Cesaro, how you doing? Good to see you. Alright, we're back up at the top. Now, everyone, remember your training. Which is, tell me when I miss the hatch, because I will constantly miss the hatch. But don't tell me prematurely. I don't want to see any premature hatching in the chat. Oh, not again. Oh, I can deconstruct it, thank God. No premature hatching. No panicking when panic is not needed. Only when panic is completely warranted, which will happen. But you gotta do it when it's right. It's gotta feel right. I'm good. Good to hear. Wonderful. I am on drugs. Wait. Let me rephrase that. I took lots of pills. Hold on. My head is hurting because of the things I put into my body. Now, there's got to be a way to... I took meth. No, wait, no, hold on. No, that's actually just wrong. That's actually just not correct. I've taken painkillers, okay? I've got a mild case of... Not really heat stroke. But I was in the hot sun for a while today. And I now have a headache, okay? So, I've taken drugs. And this is where we are. Yeah. I have a birthday today? Well, happy birthday. Congratulations on another rotation around the sun. I hope the day was good. I hope somebody gave you cake. And or candle on cake. And or... birthday card, if you like birthday card. I don't know. I'm too old to know what birthdays are like anymore. It comes around, it goes around. And it's like, well, if somebody doesn't make me have to do things I don't want to do, that's a successful birthday. The grim outlook of your future. Honestly, it's better this way. You don't have to worry about stuff. You just like, look, just don't bother me and I'll have a good day. It'll be fine. Those are the good terms. Did you do anything special for your birthday? I don't know what time it is for you over there. You go out and have a nice dinner. Go to a show. Get some cake. Take methamphetamine. No, wait. Probably shouldn't. That feels weird. But scratch that from the record. I'd like to clarify that I've literally never done drugs, just in case anyone was concerned. But there's always a first. Stop it! We're building a tower to God. Go, get that one in there. We can go one more high. Not actually build it though. I had to work on my birthday, but it was a quiet day, and the start of the weekend I slept a lot and had too much non-cake sugar. Non-cake sugar. Did you just like get a bunch of sugar sachets and just like? That's a. The sugar, the big sugar sachets, okay? Honestly, working on your birthday seems like a horror story when you're like a teenager or a primary school student or whatever. But once you get into your like, once you get into your mid-20s and especially like early 30s, it's like, this is just like, who cares? I just as long as when I get home I'm not getting pestered, then yeah, whatever, I'll go for it. It's fine. Did I remove the hatch? Did you guys chat? Did I leave the oven on? I feel like I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, thank God, the house won't burn down. Here you see the two sides of JustWrightGaming. The drug addict fighting off the part that wants to hug God's ballsack. Why can't they be the same? Why can't they be the one and the same side? Riddle me that. Maybe, honestly, it's probably more realistic that the side that is drug-addled does want to hug the ballsack of God. Because that's not something a normal person would do. At least, I don't think so. Hey Miasel, how you doing? Welcome in. Where are you getting sachets of sugar? I can only get them in, like, kilogram packs? What, just like from the supermarket? Just the big bulk packs? Have you not been to a cafe? They just have sachets of sugar on the table? To put in your coffee and stuff? That's not like a weird, like, Australian thing, is it? You're making me self-conscious that that's maybe just an Australian thing and people don't leave sugar on their tables anywhere else. Yeah, kilogram sachets. That's impressive. At that point, is it really a sachet? What truly denotes a sachet? Huh? Riddle me that. What makes something a sachet and something... a bag, I guess. Kilogram sachets, that's the right amount for a single coffee. Yeah, you just put one sachet in your coffee. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that they were a kilogram each. Oh, well, sorry. I asked for 1 sugar. I gave you 1 sugar. You didn't specify what the measurement was. It was 1 bag. You didn't say how big the bag should be. I used to use 3 teaspoons or sometimes 2 tablespoons, but now I am forced to cut back heavily. Let me guess what the reason why you were forced to cut back heavily. It is either A, diabetes, or B, your teeth fell out. I'm guessing those, if you're having 2 tablespoons in a coffee, most people have at least like 1 or 2 coffee a day. That's like potentially upwards of 3 or 4 tablespoons of sugar a day. You have dentures. And diabetes at this point. I think that's the only outcome of that situation. I know this because I used to have like 24 packs of Solo and a whole bunch of sour gummy worms when I was very young to get through like lands, which were great fun. And now a bunch of my teeth are missing and I hate myself. Don't do it, kids. You can't, your body can, the rest of your body can handle it while you're young. Your teeth cannot. Let this be a warning to you, genuinely. The rest of your body can just like tank it and you'll get over it. You'll get through it. You'll get past it. Once you get older, you're not able to do that anymore. But your teeth, you don't have that luxury with. I guess you could say like your baby teeth because they fall out, but unless you've still got your baby teeth while you're like a teenager, which some people do, I probably wouldn't advise having like sachets of kilogram sachets of sugar as a 7-year-old. That's just my like little bit of life advice anyway. As a dad. Hey, I have a tooth. A singular tooth. Huzzah! What a miracle. A good coffee doesn't need sugar. I think there can be an argument for at least some sugar, like just a little bit of sweetener, but generally speaking, yeah, if the coffee is actually good, it doesn't really need coffee. It should be smooth and it should be flavorsome without the sugar. But some people do just have a sweet tooth, and sometimes the flavor that they want is the sweetness. But a lot of people will use the sugar to cover the flavor of bad coffee. I'm trying to stop myself from getting to the big D. Ooh. I like a big D. Oh wait, you mean the other kind of big D, the big diabetes. Yeah, that's not a fun one. Luckily, I don't have it. But I hear it's bad, especially if you're not, especially if you're like in America, because then it's not only bad on your body, it's bad on your wallet. Very bad on your wallet. Did I forget to remove the hatch again? I guess we'll find out. I have a bunch of feelings because my young self liked sweets too much. Like, honestly, you know the whole thing of like, oh, if you could go back in time and tell your younger self anything, you know, what would you tell it? And it's like, it's supposed to be this, you know, big self-reflective thing. You're supposed to like introspection and be like, oh, you know, always take the opportunities when they come, you know, don't, it's like some kind of inspiring thing. Don't eat so much goddamn sugar! Your teeth will rot! It sucks! That's my advice. Don't do it. Your teeth don't come back. And it's bloody expensive. Replace a singular tooth. One tooth. It's like $3 grand. Don't do it. I could like give my younger self, I could give him the lottery numbers or something. No, just don't eat all the sugar. That's it. Ignore him, chat. Rip open that kilogram sachet of sugar and eat it by the handful. Chow it down. You only live once, much like your teeth. Some people just have a sweet tooth. See, I have a second tooth. A second one, wow. See, I had a sweet tooth. And that's one of the two of mine that I've got that fell out. Or that was removed. I don't have a sweet tooth anymore. I used to eat a lot of sweet things, and now I just don't. Because it fell out, or it was removed. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure everyone uses it to think about the biggest exploit. Well, it depends upon the rules of the... Like, if we're talking actual time travel... Oh, wrong side. Then yeah, people will be like exploiting that. But usually it's like... you know, what... You know, an inspirational thing about, you know, what you learned when you got older that you wish you could have told your younger self. And my wisdom is literally my wisdom teeth. It turns out to be like a full circle funny joke because wisdom teeth. I've had my wisdom teeth removed. I'm old and wise, and my teeth are. It's really funny. Okay, wisdom teeth. That's what I would say. I would just appear in a portal in my own backyard and just be like, wisdom teeth, and then I would leave. I wouldn't know what it means. Well, my younger self wouldn't know what it means. My actual self would barely know what it means. But I would feel better. I don't know, maybe. I was so sweet tooth back then, I had breakfasts of bread with powdered milk on them. Breakfasts of bread with powdered milk. What? What does that even mean? Who are you? Stop that. Steal money and be corrupt? I would say that to my younger self. Being honest got me nowhere. Yeah, pretty much. It often feels like that, doesn't it? Really does. If you actually want to be successful, just be a dick. That's the way to get there. Why? With lottery numbers, you could just buy teeth. Yeah, but then I'd have to still lose my teeth. It's... I would rather not have to lose... And they're not, like, the same as well. They're not exactly... They're different than just having your actual original teeth. Having... like, implants. They're not, like, full teeth. I would much rather have my original teeth. Don't eat all the sugar, please. 3 grains in your plate. Please, ration. Ration the sugar. It has to survive us for the winter. Don't eat all the sugar, please. Oh, I already read that. What am I doing? Did they also remove your wisdom teeth? They did, yes. That's why I have no wisdom. That explains the lack of wisdom. Exactly. I had to have... I think they actually did them all at once. There was like another 1 or 2 teeth that had to be removed. And my wisdom teeth needed to be removed. So we got a bunch of them out. And I hate myself. Look, man. Young me was concocting some recipes. You would get bread, spread like 2 tablespoons of powdered milk on top, and that was a meal apparently. A meal apparently. Bro, at least... if you're gonna do that, at least do fairy bread. Get some sprinkles. Or hundreds and thousands. Slap it on top of some buttered bread. That's a meal right there. That is a meal of champions. Bloody powdered milk. Get out of here. Ridiculous. Going back in time to yell wisdom teeth at yourself and teleport back, that would be great. Then you find your 30-year-old... Find a 30-year-old note saying, what did the old mean? It actually... Instead of actually helping in any meaningful way, it just gives me this, like, mental breakdown at the age of 7 because I've just seen myself, or what I eventually learned to be myself, going back in time and yelling like a psychopath through a time vortex. Completely meaningless babble. And then from that moment on, my life is irrevocably changed. And I become just like a raving lunatic on the streets yelling about the end times or something. Maybe that would be a better life. Who knows? With all that lottery money, you could buy better teeth. Just replace the entire mouth. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want that. Oh, my hatch. Yes. Replace my entire hatch. That's right. My mouth is my hatch. Also, yes. Yes, so remove the hatch. Thank you. No, like I said, there's a bunch of things that your body will just be fine with compensating for when you're young. But teeth is not one of those things. And replacing them is not a solution you want to have to deal with. It's painful, it's time consuming, it's extremely expensive. And it never feels the same. You adjust to it eventually, but it's never the same. Oh, there we go. Oh god, I need that G spot. Where is it? It's just everywhere. Shut up! Trying to talk about teeth. Where's the spot? Oh, hold on, it was there. It was in the clouds. There we go. I mean, it's all in the clouds. What am I talking about? One more. Bosh. There we go. Now remove the hatch. Remove the hatch. Remove the hatch. Remove the hatch. I will say, as a child, I didn't even know fresh milk existed. I only knew milk to exist in powdered form. If I wanted to eat cereal, I would have to either eat it with hot milk or make the milk the day before when then fridge it for the next day. What kind of dystopian nightmare did you live in? You didn't know about fresh milk? First I learned about people putting powdered milk on bread for breakfast. And now someone that hasn't heard, well, sorry, at the time when they were a youngling, they didn't know what fresh milk was? Did you just assume that milk was just, it came as a powder and then you had to add water? That's just what milk was? Did nobody ever tell you where the milk came from? Since my parents only ever bought powdered milk, that's all I'd ever seen. And so they never explained anything to you. They're just like, well, this, son, is milk. Well, all right then. Fair enough. Nobody at school questioned. I guess maybe you never had the need or the inkling to bring up, oh, I had milk today. Or, you know, when I had cereal this morning and the way my milk was prepared. But, damn, I would have thought it'd come up at some stage. You didn't have the Tetra Pak cartons? What the hell is a Tetra Pak carton? Oh, am I out of titanium? Wait, I can't be out of titanium, can I? I thought I still had a bunch left. How far did we get? Okay, I mean, we got... Hey, Chance, long time no see. How you doing? We did get like 230 meters. I guess I was just chatting about teeth the whole time and didn't realize how far we'd gotten. Alright, well, I guess we need to go and kill ourselves then. Oh, there's a hatch there. No! I left the hatch there. No! Should I aim for the landing pad? No, we must avoid. We must go all the way down. Get him. Whee. Nailed it. Never explained it. Sounds like maybe you have Asian parents. They don't explain anything. Yeah, feels weird. Why would anyone explain that? Well, it's not so much that they'd necessarily, like, just go out of their way to explain it. It's just the fact that it never came up in any other situation. Or like any other person or or your parents or just anything else. Nobody in any interactions that you had mentioned anything about milk. And it wasn't powdered, and then the sides did not align, and it was like, wait, fresh milk? Powdered milk? It's just, I'm just amazed that it happened. I'm not even saying you were stupid or your parents should have told you. I'm just amazed that that has transpired. It's just an incredible thing to have happened. Alright, we've got a sexy hydration. Let me do that for Chance. Here we go, Chance. This is for you. You're welcome. Here we go. Alright, let me catch up on chat real quick. Milk boxes that can stay fresh and not expire for a year, Tetra Pak. Oh, long life milk? Yeah, we've got that. We get long life milk relatively regularly. I'm good. How goes the ocean? Or the space station, it seems. The space station as well. We're 2,300 meters into the sky so far. I somehow stopped myself from having chocolate as my Sorry.
Hello there.
Hey, T. How you doing? As my breakfast and lunch. That would be a healthy breakfast. Chocolate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What could go wrong there? Like, I knew cows existed and, like, they produced milk. I just assumed by the time it reached the average consumer, it would be powdered. Yeah, like, I kind of get, and again, I'm not, like, calling you stupid or anything. I get how that could have happened. It's just so foreign to me that you wouldn't have come across it until later on. That's so wild. Yeah, because, like, obviously, yeah, you would have thought that cow made milk, milk came out, was turned into powder, and then was sold to the consumer for the consumer to make back into milk, I guess. You wouldn't have known that you could just get milk, fresh milk. Anyway, milk chat, everyone. Hey, Andy, how you doing? Welcome to milk chat. Also, hey, R1 Jelly. What the hell is going on here? Science! Or something, I don't know. Something's happening, that's for sure. I am on drugs. Painkillers. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go get some more titanium so that we can continue our quest to tickle the ballsack of God. Love it, never gets old. What, the tower to God never gets old for me.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you for the daily prayers, Rubber Duck. I'm going to need them. I really am. Love me some milk. Love me some good, thick, creamy white stuff all over my mouth. Milk, obviously. Am I still weird for still being a powdered milk enjoyer? Yes. Next question. Powdered milk is good in the right circumstances. Yes, that circumstances is you don't know what real milk is. Because you were never told. No, there's like, you being a chef, I'm sure you probably had specific recipes or something that wouldn't work with fresh milk or something, I'm sure. The sexy hydration never gets old. Oh, that. I mean, the person doing it is getting old, but the sexy hydration does never get old, you're right. That's why it's a staple of the channel. Where am I going? Okay, this way. But for a beverage, I'm going to say no. Yeah, I wouldn't have it for a beverage. But they was no, Andy, they weren't saying they have it for a beverage. They were saying they have it on bread for breakfast in the morning. That's much better, right? Right? Alright, let's get back and keep going. Strength of my milk is a wild string of words. Wait, who said the strength of my milk? Did I say strength of my milk? Oh wait, yeah, I like how I can almost control the strength of my milk. That is a wild string of words. I get what you're saying, but that is certainly a sentence that has now been made. I like the strong milk. Give me the strong milk, mommy. I want the strong milk. Take my strong milk. You know what's worse, actually? You know what the worst milk is? The worst milk is skim milk. Skim milk is the worst. It's like, oh, you want milk that just tastes like real milk? Well, have water instead! Oh, also it's white. Skim milk, get out. Get in the bin. Not even once. Disgusting. I can't even remember what powdered milk tastes like, but if you like it, then good for you. Enjoy what you enjoy. Yeah, no shame in the milk, but it is still weird. It is still weird. Been ages since I've had powdered milk. Do I remember what powdered milk tastes like either? Don't know. Ah, here we go. Here's some more scrap up here. I've buttered my bread and put powdered milk on it. I've put Milo powder on it. Is that milk powder though? See, if you had said that you buttered your bread and put Milo on it, I'd be like, yeah, okay. I've not heard of someone doing that specifically, but I'd be like, yeah, sure, that makes sense. But putting milk on it feels like, what? What do you mean? Pour sweetened condensed evaporated teeth on your breakfast bread. I meant evaporated coffee. I meant milk. Evaporated teeth is what I meant to say. Pour your teeth onto my milk. Pour your evaporated coffee into my teeth. My teeth are made of coffee. Help! You boys want to taste the strength of my milk? Yeah, yes? Question mark? Feels like a... Actually, I feel like I want to say no. I feel like the harassment... I feel like the lawsuit... I'm a no on that one. What does HR say about this? I don't have a HR. What? Alright, I've got all the scrap I need. Time to go home. All of the sentences that have been said, that is one of them. All of the sentences that have ever been said, that one now numbers among them. Skim milk is just milk with water added. It's literally the same thing. That's why it's so bad. If you want skim milk, just put water in your milk like a weirdo. It's water. It's disgusting. Just add water. It literally is just add water. Milk, just add water. You all are hunger shaming me. Now I need to find powdered milk and have some. Now everyone's gotta come away from this stream trying powdered milk for the first time. Or maybe they're going to return to their powdered milk ways. Like the psychopaths they are. Look, sometimes in the middle of the night, I don't even do the bread part. I just straight up eat milk powder or Milo powder. Look, Milo powder, just spooning that is genuinely just a completely standard thing that happens here in Australia. Genuinely, people just do that all the time. They'll just go, they'll open a tin of Milo and they'll just scoop it. They'll scoop it straight into their hole. Bam. But milk powder? That's where I draw the line. What do you mean? Eating Milo is acceptable, but eating powdered milk is in fact criminal? Yeah, exactly. What? Fun fact, Milo is the Greek word of apple. Is that why the guy in Atlantis was called Milo? Because he was an apple. Now wait a second. Now hold on. It made more sense in my head. It didn't. Anyway, Milo isn't powdered milk. No, Milo's powdered. Milo is malt. It's like malt chocolate or something, isn't it? That's why when you keep saying like Milo and powdered milk as the same thing, I'm like, confused because they are not the same thing even the slightest. Unless you guys have different Milo around there. Because Milo is definitely not just powdered milk. Unless your powdered milk is chocolate, I guess. In which case they would be very similar. Are you having the brown cows? Heckler, are you milking the brown cows? Is that what's happening? Like the American Ovaltine? I'm not touching those things. What the hell is Ovaltine? Milo is Milo. I'm just saying in terms of powdery substances, I eat both Milo and milk. So you are still a psychopath, is what we've gleaned from that information. I regret joining this stream now. I hate this conversation. What you don't like about talking? You don't like talking about people eating powdered milk directly via the spoon? That's not unsettling to you? Sorry, that is unsettling to you as a chef? Or as a human being that exists on this planet? Bruh. Imagine shaming people for eating powdered milk. Who would do that? Can we at least eat Nutella or fruit jam straight from the jars? Honestly, that's almost encouraged. That's like completely normal. And so is, like I said, eating like Milo from the tin. Completely normal. The powdered milk is the weird part. I also drink Ovaltine sometimes and Horlicks, but I've never eaten those. Like, y'all are just making up words now. You're just straight up making up words now. These are not things that exist. Somebody just slapped a whole bunch of consonants and a few vowels together, and they were like, damn, that's something. Look, eating powdered milk isn't as bad as people who eat spoonfuls of just sugar. No, no, no! I'm going the wrong way. Hold on, hold that thought for a second. Where am I? I wasn't paying attention and now I'm lost in the void. Not the actual void, just the void in my heart. That way. This is the way I want to go. So, what was the part that I just read? Look, eating powdered milk isn't as bad as people who eat spoonfuls of just sugar. Look, as long as you're not eating kilogram sachets of sugar. No, it depends. Like, I would say eating spoonfuls of sugar is worse for you, but it's probably still not as weird as eating powdered sugar. Powdered milk by the spoon. But it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely worse for you than powdered milk. Straight from the spoon. Have you eaten straight tang? I don't even know. What is that? Is that like orange drink of some kind? This is great. Never knew I needed to hear about this milk. Sorry, hear this about milk. Well, aren't you glad you've arrived at Milk Chat? Hello and welcome to Milk Chat. You now feel dirty for being here, but you also feel enlightened. Is it worth the price? I don't know. You be the judge. I'm lost. Also, I'm lost in this game. Ovaltine is an American Milo knockoff. It tastes like donkeys. Don't ask me how I know that. You've eaten donkeys before? Bruh. I remember back when I used to be able to have Milo. Those were the days. I shouldn't come out here at night. It's like impossible to find any of this stuff I'm looking for. Okay, I now need to 1. Eat powdered milk with a spoon. 2. Eat tang the same way. 3. Return to eating spoonfuls of sugar. False. Do none of those things. Stop being a weirdo. Don't kilogram sachet shame me. I will do that until I am red in the face. It's too much. Do not destroy your teeth just so you can get diabetes. It's not worth it. For your health, eating sugar is worse, but socially eating powdered milk should result in stoning, just saying. Yeah, that's exactly the vibe I was going for. One of them is more acceptable. Will rot your teeth, but is more acceptable. Hello? The other one, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Can we add eating spoonfuls of artificial sweetener? Today I learned you can get spoonfuls of artificial sweetener. No, we can't. This is strictly milk talk. Get your artificial sweetener out of my mouth, please. I'm pretty sure that's what the kids are calling it these days anyway. Alright, there's a bit of scrap out here, so this should help quite a bit. Oh yeah, and there's the actual nodes here as well. Grab a bunch of this while we're here. Oh yeah, now that it's daytime, I can see there's loads of it here. I could not see any of it before. So let's grab some of this and then go home. Let me get back to milk chat. Alright, there we go. That's enough. We're done. Sugar is the most socially acceptable drug. I mean, it literally is, yeah. Well, actually, probably coffee is. They're both about the same, maybe. I'm lost. Spot on. Tang is powdered orange drink that my family used to get when I was a kid. No idea if it still exists or not. It sounds like something I've heard of before, but I don't think I've ever gotten it. Donkey balls? It tastes like donkey balls. No, just donkeys. He's eaten ass before is what he's trying to say. He eats ass. Can't blame him. I do not feel enlightened. I feel enweightened by this conversation. Hey, look. Things have been said in this conversation. That much can also be said. That much we all truly can agree on. Things have been said. Yeet! Oh, bonk. Can I get up? Oh, it just went through the rock. Bruh. Alright, close enough. I wonder if creamer tastes the same. I've never eaten that either. I've never understood what creamer even is. I don't think I've ever... Like, I've heard people say, oh, they take their coffee with creamer or something like that. And I'm like, I've never had anything with creamer in it before. So I'm just like, is that like... Is that just literally cream? Are you just putting cream in your drinks? Is it whipped cream? Condensed cream? Cream from the fruit of the vine? Wait. I don't know if that's one of them. Eating spoons of sugar will eventually kill you. Eating powdered milk and telling people about it will result in you being killed. The milk mafia is strong these days. Hey, remember when there was that time back in the 90s? Just speaking of milk chat, remember when there was that time back in the 90s? I don't know if it happened for everyone. It might have just been an Australian thing. But there was literally a marketing campaign by, I kid you not, Big Milk to get everyone to drink more milk. And it didn't work because people who were drinking milk were psychopaths and they didn't belong in society anyway. But people that were having milk like for breakfast and stuff like that and cereal and all that kind of thing were already doing that. And trying to advertise to them to have more milk just didn't, that just didn't do anything. Because I'm not gonna have breakfast twice a day. I'm already having milk. You don't need to tell me to have milk. So there was this big, actually, was it in Australia or was it in America? It was in one or both of those places where there was this big marketing campaign to push people to drink more milk. And it just was a big waste of money because no one did. The sales figures literally showed that it did not increase at all. It was hilarious. They are making milk out of everything? Yeah. They're waking up in the morning, bright and early, to milk my nuts. Sorry, to milk nuts, like almond milk and stuff like that. And peanuts. My penis. Peanuts! I hear that happens. Or something. Let's get some more titanium over here. I said sugar is the most socially acceptable drug because it feels more addicting to me. I was not able to have coffee during the first month of forced COVID lockdowns, but I was going to fight the entire family over the stupidest reason when we reached day 8 without any sweets or chocolate. That would be pretty rough. I'm kind of glad that sorry, I'm kind of glad that I don't have a sweet tooth anymore because it was obviously so bad for me. But sometimes I do miss the cravings for like a nice sugary snack. But it definitely is healthier that I don't have that anymore. Creamer is in between cream and milk and slightly sweet. I do not understand why people have coffee with creamer and sugar. You may as well just drink a milkshake. It's because those people are Americans and their coffee tastes like ass. Because all American coffee tastes like ass because they have no idea how to prepare it and it tastes like ass. So they put in the creamer to cover up like the texture and some of the flavor. And then they put in the sugar to cover up the rest of the flavor. So it then just tastes like, yeah, a milkshake or something, and they should have just gotten a milkshake. Nah, but you can have milk twice a day, at breakfast and at tea time. Actually, as a kid, when my parents and grandparents had tea and coffee at 5 PM every day, I would drink milk. Well, you are not in the majority. I mean, yeah, having for breakfast. But again, it comes back to the same thing though. If you have breakfast in the morning, and then you have a tea or a coffee in the afternoon, you've had milk twice, somebody telling you to drink milk more, you're still only going to have milk twice. It's not the sort of thing that, oh, I could really just go for a nice pint of milk. If you do feel that way, check yourself into an asylum. Otherwise, my point stands. Thank you for the hydration, Tio. This is not milk. All coffee tastes like ass, just different varieties. Hey, Koofies, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. All coffee tastes like ass, just different varieties and strengths of ass. And I say that as a coffee lover who drinks most of it sugar-free. It sounds like you've had a lot of bad coffee then. Because not all coffee tastes like ass. I can't even drink coffee anymore. And there is a lot of like, if your coffee is bitter, which a lot of people will equate to tasting like ass, I guess. If your coffee is like super bitter, you have a bad bean. And you are preparing your coffee incorrectly or badly. Because coffee shouldn't taste like ass. It's not supposed to. And it shouldn't taste really bitter. Unless that's specifically the flavor you're going for. Some people do like a bitter bean. But generally speaking, it's not actually supposed to taste like that. Just means it's not been prepared correctly. Coffee is delightful when prepared correctly, but I say that having had the best coffee in the world. Yeah, well, exactly. If you got good coffee. I do feel like I could go for a nice pint of milk all the time, actually. You are the person that the milk companies... You are Big Milk. Chat, we have found Big Milk. Welcome, everyone, to Milk Chat. Introducing Professional Heckler, Big Milk. We found him. We finally found Big Milk. Where am I going? No idea what's happening. Working at a cafe with one of the best baristas in the world. Yeah, that gives you an appreciation for actual real coffee. I'm lactose intolerant and I 100% will go for that pint of milk anyway. Ah, you're one of those people. Okay, great. Whole bunch more metal salvage. Get that in my belly. Hoover it all up. All the salvage, all the time. I think there is more salvage back near the wreck itself. Oh, is there another? Oh, there's still another Reaper around. Huh. Thought I got you all. Yeah, I think there's more back in the center somewhere, but I just keep not being able to find it. And I'm way too distracted, so I'm just like going around and around. You know what? I should save it. Especially as that shadow looms over. Hold on. Let's get in here. Save it. Go on then. Face my power fist. Oh, he's disappeared into the mountain. Alright then, fair enough. Off he goes. Alright, here's a bunch more down here. Let's get this and then hopefully just leave. I should be able to just get all of it. Like a full inventory and then go. Yeah, there we go. We're done. Damn, there's so much titanium out here now. Alright, in we go. Right, let me catch up on chat. This is the way coffee flavored milk. Coffee flavored milk? Is that a thing you can get? Just buy coffee flavored milk? So I should sell ass flavored coffee. Well, most people wouldn't be able to tell the difference apparently. They would just think it's normal coffee. What are you eating? It had better not be powdered milk. I'm going to eat. This has been fun, thanks. I swear to God, rubber ducks, if you're eating milk or sugar, I will have to report you to the correct authorities. The correct authorities being Big Milk. Get him, Heckler. Sick him. I think I may have caught up on chat. Finally. I've gotten some pieces of salvage. I've gotten to the bottom of milk chat. And I feel at peace with the world. I am gonna die soon of dehydration, but let's not talk about that. That's not important right now. You have not caught up on chat? Yes, I have. You missed 2 paragraphs. No, I didn't. Oh, I'm back. I didn't miss 2 paragraphs. this is an established thing that I've...
Everyone on me! Let's show these Imperials what we're made of!
Please do. I never read, like, chat between you guys. That's always been a thing that I never do. If you're directing your conversations to each other, I let you have conversations between each other, because jumping in randomly half the time makes no sense anyway. You missed mine? What was your message? Okay, I did actually miss... I missed Koofy's chat that said coffee. And by that I mean I saw it, but I didn't read it because I was way too far down at the time, and it was a single statement, and we were talking about coffee, so it made sense. And yours is the only one I actually missed here. This is a game that says that when you drink coffee in the game, it tastes like ass or brass, hard to tell. There is a game that says when you drink coffee in the game, it tastes like ass or brass. It's hard to tell. Is that... Oh, I was gonna say, is that Far Cry? No, that's a... I remember a conversation that you can overhear in Far Cry where two soldiers are talking to each other. I think it's in Far Cry 1, and one guy's like something along the lines of, I can't wait to get out of here. The coffee tastes like feet. And there's more to that conversation that I used to know every word of, but now I've forgotten. That was a very fun anecdote. I thought I remembered more about it, and then just completely forgot where it went, so there you go, you're welcome. Read it anyway? No. Address it to me and I will read it. Address it to someone else and I will not. 7 Days to Die? What, that's where they say the coffee tastes like ass or brass, can't tell? They must also be having bad coffee. It's just Americans having bad coffee. That's what it is. Is that full yet? No, that's full. There we go. Plenty of titanium. When you drink coffee, fun pimp joke. A pimp joke? I thought it was just about the fact that the coffee tasted bad. Man, I'm so out of the loop. To be honest, there are a lot of things that have been ruined for me by being good. A lot of things that have been ruined for me by being good. As in, the thing that you had was so good that it ruined it for you? What, because you couldn't have it anymore? So you're like, oh, that was so good and I just don't have a chance to have it anymore. That sucks. Like giving up the ability to enjoy trash things because you've tasted better. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because... Yeah, no, I get that. Although sometimes, on the flip side of that, there are like a number of times where I'm just like, you know what? I want the trash. I want just shovel trash into my mouth, please. I know I could get something much better, but I will have the trash. Thank you. Let me consume the trash. God damn it, all this talk about coffee is making me want one, but it's 10:30 p.m. Well, we've got a solution for you, Chans. Just shovel powdered milk into your face. It's apparently the same thing. No, it's the same thing as Milo, I think. Apparently. It's not. It's clearly not. It's just a powdery substance, is what he meant. That's not the point we're making here. Have a coffee if you want, I don't care. You're not my dad. Alright, I think I'm going to do one more collection of titanium, and then we should just be able to do the Giga build. We should have enough to just get a lot more height on our long, thick, glorious shaft. Who would have thought that milk chat would have gone for like half an hour? How long did milk chat go for, honestly? I feel like we literally did start milk chat maybe even over half an hour ago, and we've only just kind of finished milk chat. I have learned to enjoy this simplicity of the trash things because it's not me that's making it, or I don't have to go out of my way. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that is as simple as it is. It's like, it's just like cheaper, quicker, and easier, and somebody else gets to do it, and I get it now, and it's trash, but you know, all of those things mean that actually I'm just going to enjoy it. How? Alright, let's try and find some actual scrap this time. I don't take coffee because it's an addictive substance, but why does nobody shove coffee powder into their mouth? They do! Well, not powder, but coffee beans. People do that all the time. People, there's literally like, you can also get like chocolate covered coffee beans that people will just eat straight up like that. And again, if you have like a good bean, it actually tastes really good. Actually, I say that, but in a moment of pure exhaustion, I have taken 3-in-1 coffee sachets, poured it into my mouth, added water into my mouth, and rinsed it into a drink and swallowed. Well, that's certainly one way to do it, that's for sure. Get out of here. Because instant coffee is actual garbage, and fresh ground beans has the mouthfeel of dirt. I used to roast beans and mix them through a granola. I also had a coffee brittle for an eaten mess. Yeah, the see this, and this is the, I think this is the reason why a lot of people think that coffee tastes like ass, because they're either preparing it like an American or they're having instant coffee. Which, yes, it does taste like ass. I think there might actually be like 1 or 2 instant coffees that aren't just complete ass, but generally speaking, it tastes like ass. But if it's a good bean and it's prepared well, it tastes good. Alright, I found some of this salvage. Yeah, this is the place I was looking for. Whole bunch of salvage before going off like the far edge there. There's a bunch of salvage around here that we can pick up. Get a nice little stash. Here we go. This will do. Oh, have I got... No, I've got all of the stuff in my inventory, so let's put it in the storage. Pick up some more. I don't think there's any that way. Pick up this stuff, and then when we're full, we'll go back and start building again. We'll get another 1,000 meters. I don't think we'll get another 1,000 meters, but we'll get a certain amount. That'll be enough, maybe? Yeah, there we go, that's full. Let's go back. I think I'm the most unhinged consumer of powders in this chat. I would agree, yeah. I would agree with that by the sounds of it. By the sounds of the confessions that you're making, yeah, probably. One of the perks of working with the best coffee is that I get to cook with it and have made some very nice things. I once made coffee flavored simple syrup to use in an espresso martini. Man, all this coffee chat is making me upset that I can't drink coffee anymore and haven't been able to for a long time. I used to love coffee. And I didn't just love, like, coffee. I loved the flavor of coffee. People complain, again, I've said this before, but people complain about the flavor of coffee because they've just never had good coffee. I never disliked the flavor of coffee. It was, if you had a good one, it was, but then came the incident, and now I can't drink coffee anymore. I make it sound like some big thing that happened. It was just basically just puberty. Well, no, because I was already like 16 by the time I wasn't able to have coffee anymore. Maybe that's when I went through puberty. Question mark? It had coffee in it 4 times, syrup, liqueur, espresso, and beans on top. That's a lot of coffee. That'll wake you up. That's for sure. Now I'm hungry. And thirsty. Better go get myself some powdered milk. Delicious. Recommended by Big Milk. Oh yeah. Fun fact, Isaac introduced me to iced coffee, which was the first time I had coffee, and now I exclusively work in a place with good coffee. Did I really introduce you to iced coffee? I know that, like, when my dad used to own that milk bar, we had, like, I certainly remember having iced coffee there a number of times, and I'm sure we hung out probably at that milk bar or near that milk bar several times. So it's very likely that you would have had iced coffee through that interaction. I just didn't realize it was the first time you would have ever had it. Wild. I was your gateway drug. That was the first time I had nice coffee. Damn, Daniel. I didn't know that. I barely remember most things about my past life. But that is that is something that I don't think I ever knew. Alright, that is a decent amount of titanium. So now let's go and spend it on getting to the ball sack of God. Before we get there, though, we need to make sure we suckle on the T to the Bulbo. I've just gone around in a circle 3 times. Good job. Because we won't be coming back for a while. We want to make sure we are, like, properly prepared. Well, any coffee... Because at that time I didn't really like hot drinks, so I never thought to have hot coffee. Yeah, right, so it was like the first time you'd ever had an iced coffee, but also just like coffee in general. And now you work with it all the time. Ah, poetry. It's like poetry. It rhymes. Alright, how quick are we going to be able to get up to the top here? I don't know. It feels like it's going to take a hot minute because we get here to the piss bushes and now we have to click until we're old and grey. It's going to just strap in, chat. We could be here for the remainder of our lives. Go get yourself a powdered milk. Sit back, relax. We'll be there eventually. It's gonna take just as long for me to get to the top of this tower as it would to build it. It was a Farmers Union iced coffee. Yeah, I remember. I remember the packaging and everything. They certainly were better than the... Because we had the Dare ones as well. And the Dare ones were fine, but the Farmers Union ones were definitely better. They were smoother, sweeter. Remember the iced coffee clearly? I don't remember anything else about that day, but the coffee left an impression. Wait, you don't remember me? I was there, and I remember. I literally don't remember. I remember that there were days like that. I don't remember that day specifically. Who are you again? Yes. Correct. Give him another powdered milk. He's almost remembered. Sorry, he's almost forgotten. Alright, up we go. Now the problem becomes, what do I do with the YouTube video of this VOD that we're gonna make? Because the milk has seeped into every part of the stream. And so now if I don't include the milk chat, nobody's gonna know what's going on, or there'll be very small, like the actual amount of video will be very small. It'll be a very short video, and it will be not very exciting because it will just be collect, place, collect, place. So I almost have to include milk chat, but then I have to like specifically include all of the messages in milk chat, which will make it take forever to edit. And it will also still not make any sense. Milk chat video, it will be part of the lore. Hey Vi, welcome to milk chat. Sorry, what? How you doing? Welcome in. In some of the videos that I've been, because I usually, when I edit the videos, I'll edit out quite a lot of stuff. Like it goes from almost a 3-hour video to like a 20-minute video. So there's a lot that has to get cut. And I will usually edit out a lot of just like this kind of chat that we have back and forth. Especially on these streams specifically, we end up having some just kind of inane, wild, hilarious chats. And a lot of this stuff will get cut out for the actual YouTube video. But because we've been doing a lot of like just kind of back and forward stuff, I've started to leave some of it in as long as there's enough context for it to exist within the video. And I think that's just gonna have to happen with milk chat. Because it's too deep now. It's too ingrained within the fabric of reality. If we remove the milk, will we remove ourselves? Do we exist without the milk and its chat thereof? These are the questions that keep me up at night. And I don't know if I can live with myself if milk chat is not allowed to exist.
You must not release him. For pity's sake!
Wait, now I can't release milk chat? I'm getting mixed messages here. First I'm told release milk chat, release the milk cut, and now I'm being told not to release the milk chat. What do I do, chat? Add title, milk your way to the sky. I built a tower to the sky. No, it's got to be more snappy than, it's got to be, what is it got to be? I talked about milk for 2 hours while I tickled the ballsack of God. I climbed a tower of milk to tickle the ballsack of God. I made fluffy white cream. No, okay, I don't know what's happening here. Let's stop it there. Welcome to milk chat. You must leave in the milk chat. You must leave in the milk chat? Wait, why do we have to leave in the milk chat? Oh, as in leave in, I see. Leave the milk chat in the video. That was obvious you meant that. I just can't read. Make 2 videos. One that is just collect and place, and the other that is only milk chat all the time. Subnautica. You just have one that's like, Subnautica build stream, but only milk chat. Nobody has any idea what's going on. As hilarious as that would be, and as much as I would genuinely find that quite funny, it would just like, just not do anything on YouTube. No one would see the video at all. It'd be very sad. Ah, what is it doing? Sometimes it goes weird like that. Just doesn't click right. We will start a new Subnautica subgenre. Just milk. It's like just chatting, but you're only allowed to chat about milk. Anything else and you will be banned. Only milk. Oh, now that's another platform as well. Only milk. It's like another platform you know and love already, but it's just the milk, not the thing that makes the milk. What's happening? Change your name to Just Milk Gaming? Yeah, that seems like the next logical step. After one chat about milk, just change all of the branding to milk. I'm sure everyone would just find that completely reasonable. Alright, up we go. Clarence can be the milkman. The harbinger of log. The milkman of log. He bringeth the milk of... The milk of... What's the word I'm looking for? The milk of holiness. The law is converging. He bringeth the milk of life. Only Clarence can bring the milk that sustains us. Oh, you know what's even... To extend milk chat, do we have any Canadians in the chat? Do you have any Canadians in the chat? Any Canadian milk lovers? Because I learned a little while ago about Canadian milk. And it hurts. It hurts to know that it exists. And to be fair, I also did learn more recently that the meme is not actually necessarily true. It's like only one coast of Canada. They don't all do it. But they bring they put their milk in bags. For some reason. The rest of the country apparently just puts them in cartons like the rest of us. But there's like an entire coast of Canada that delivers their milk, sells their milk, all in bags. And it's even worse because they can't speak right and they call it begs. So it's not even a bag of milk, it's a beg of milk. It gets worse. Not the bags of milk, please don't do it. There is a thing out there where people pick up a bag of milk, buy it from the shop, go home and think that's normal. You psychopaths. Milk does not belong in bags. Nor does it belong in powder on your spoon or on your bread. This is not how milk is made. Or is consumed, I suppose. Anyway, I think we've scared everyone off with milk chat. I think it's just us for milk chat now. Just two dudes talking about milk, you know? That's pretty standard, right? Gotta get that G-spot. I need to go to sleep now. Milk chat was fun. Thank you for coming to milk chat. We'll do it again next week. There'll be more
Stay
milk
a while
chat.
And listen.
Enjoy your milk. I mean your lurk. I'll catch you next time. What a chat milk chat has been though. We can all say that we were here when milk chat was born. you know, we might not be proud of what we can say. We might not be proud that we were there, but we can say that we were there when Milk Chat happened. I survived Milk Shirt. I survived Milk Chat, and all I got was this stupid shirt. We'll make merch about Milk Chat. Nobody will know what's going on. No context. Milkshake? Milkshake? Milk shirt? Milkshake. I am the milkshake. I shake the milk. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, I think I am delirious. Maybe. Alright, we are at the depth. Now I have missed one hatch some of the way down. It's probably like half the way down now. There's just a hatch that hasn't been removed. And now I've just made myself look really stupid because there's a hatch directly below me that I also forgot to remove. And now it just made me seem like I was going, oh, I forgot a hatch that was like half the way down the tower. And it was actually just below me. Oh, it's right next to me. Oh. There's another hatch further down. There was 2 hatches. I forgot 2 hatches. Jump? I shan't. Not yet. Not until all hope is lost, and then I will jump. And then also in Subnautica, I will jump off a tower. Oh, excuse me. Oh, piss in my oatmeal. Piss in my milk meal. Oh, remove it, please. Thank you. It'll be interesting to see how high we get by the end of this. I'm aiming for 3,000. I'm aiming for like 1,000 per stream now. Because that means we could be done in 2 months? No, quicker than that because it's 2 streams a week. So like less than 2 months, like 1.5 months-ish, maybe? We'd need essentially like maybe 6 more streams if we were able to continue at that pace. But I don't know if the amount of titanium is gonna hold out that much. When we start running out of titanium, we'll run into problems. But hopefully there is enough. Oh, it's gonna... No! I was just about to say it's gonna autosave, and then I panicked and placed that there. God damn it. And now it's gonna autosave when I'm, like, removing this or something. I'm gonna do it at an annoying, even more annoying time. Screw you, ladder! Get out of here. Okay, so it's just above me here. There's the autosave. Okay, we're good. You know what would be really handy? If there was a cloning mod. If I could, like, clone buildings. I don't know how that would actually work. It probably wouldn't. But if I could, like, take a massive portion of the tower, or maybe all of the tower, except that it would connect to the stuff at the bottom. But if I could, like, grab a whole bunch of it and then just clone it on top with just one fell swoop, and then we'd be basically there in no time. I don't think we'd ever have enough titanium to do it though. To do it all in like one group. That sounds cool but incredibly complex. Yeah, I don't think it would actually work. And it would just like instantly crash the game trying to do all of that at once. I think it would just have an absolute aneurysm. But it would save me a lot of building. Delete the hatch. Oh, for God's sake. Did I already go past it? Aha! There it is. I think it was mainly because I had to do like a half hatch there. Because I didn't go all the way up. I accidentally placed the roof slide, or the one of the rooms. God, I can't think of words anymore. I placed one of the rooms slightly off center, so I had to go up and remove it. And then it like broke my stride a little bit. That's my excuse anyway. It's not because I'm incompetent. How dare you? I wonder how much more titanium we've got at this point. Because we are getting close to stream end. And we've been building for a little while. But we did have basically a full base of titanium. Like we were 1 or 2 lockers short of the actual full Happy Meal, so... I wonder how close we are. There's no way to check because we don't actually hold it in our... Because if we look at our locker here, we've got a whole bunch of quartz because of all the free quartz we get from deconstructing hatches, which I still don't understand. But we don't keep any of the... We don't have any of the actual titanium that we're using in our inventory. It's all in the base. Which I still love somehow is able to transport all the way up here. It's honestly a miracle that the distance limitation is only horizontal by the looks of it. Because otherwise this would be so difficult. If I could only like transport it 100 meters at a time, then I would still have to just ferry it up every time. And it would be the worst. We'd be wasting so much time doing that. Oh look, the sun's back. Greetings, floating orb that is somehow below me. Hello. You're definitely the sun. Wait, hold on. Then what's that? If you're the sun, what are you? Hold on a second. So there's like a skybox. That's the skybox where it will show the sun. But then there's like an actual physical sun that is like projected quite high in the environment by the looks of it. So because I'm so far up now, I look back down on the object that's in the environment, but then the actual skybox one still exists there. I love that. I love that for us. I love that that's happening. I'm not a game developer, so I'm not exactly sure if that's what's happening or how that's happening, but that looks to me what is happening there. I guess to like create a bit of extra depth to... Or maybe that's just how games do it in general. Maybe they do have like a physical object to represent the sun as well as the skybox, and it kind of just goes together and makes it look more three-dimensional, I guess. Because it was just kind of like a glow, so maybe it just adds to the glow. It wasn't like a full object, like fully opaque object. Do you still need the elevator tube? I will be needing it soon. Because the elevator tube still takes me up quite a distance. And I have been adding to it as we go. I haven't been like during the last stream or two, but I'll sort of add on to it because otherwise it takes a very long time to get to the top without the elevator tube. Because once again, getting down is never the problem. We can get down as quickly and easily as we like. But getting up here takes quite an amount of time if we don't have the elevator tube. We have to manually click them all. All the ladders all the way to the top. The hatch. Yep. Excuse me. Oh. Hope I get some good sleep tonight. Doubt, but hopefully. I've got to go, but thanks for the silly and fun stream. May you have a restful day tomorrow. I won't, because I've got to edit last night's video, and then tomorrow I've got to edit tonight's video. Sorry, the day after I've got to edit tonight's video. Because I'm behind, because I went to Monster Jam today. But once I get all of that done, maybe? It shouldn't be like a overly stressful day, because my wife will be home to look after our daughter, and I should be able to just get the stuff done. But it's always a big relief when it's just done. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. It's always a pleasure having you here. And I hope you enjoyed Milk Chat. Come again. I don't know if there'll be another Milk Chat. But there will be something, no doubt. And you can rest assured that it could actually be worse. The next chat could actually be worse. You think about that now. Milk Chat and Sugar Chat and Ass Coffee Chat. They're all the same thing. In one universe or another, they are all the same thing. Milk Ass is what we call that universe. I don't know if that's true. Welcome to Milk Ass. Oh, we're still going. We're still getting high. I'm very curious. I know I said this earlier on, but I am very curious to see how much higher we've gotten just in one stream. Oh, the lag. Because I want to start figuring out like a rough benchmark of when we can expect to be actually finished the tower. Because I'm having a great time with the tower. But I don't want to live in purgatory building a tower for the rest of my life. I don't want this to be milk-based Sisyphus. Okay, now I have to leave milk chat in because nobody's going to understand even remotely what that means. But I don't want to end up like that. I want to live a long, happy, healthy, non-milk related life. And achieve my goals. Did I remove the last hatch? Guess we'll find out. Yes! Huzzah! Oh, I think even if we don't get to the end of our inventory soon, we'll have to wrap things up because I'm just getting too tired. It's been a big long day, a big thick long throbbing day today, and I am ready for bed. Not again! Not again! Wrong spot. Click on the ladder. God damn it. Alright, we're at the top. I'll have to try and find some time in between streams, potentially, to build the elevator. We could do it on a stream, just like do just the elevator. Get the elevator all the way to the top. It doesn't take an exceptionally long amount of time, but I still would like to just get all the progress that we can. I went to eat something. Did you eat powdered milk? Because if you did, I swear to God. I have another food take. Chocolate ice cream doesn't taste like chocolate. I'll be real with you, I don't really have an opinion on that. Aside from the fact that I can't eat chocolate, I just don't really remember. I like vaguely remember what it tastes like, but I couldn't like put those two tastes, like actual chocolate taste and chocolate ice cream taste, together in my mind and be like, ah yes, you're right, one of them does taste different. I could tell you that raspberry is the anal glands of a beaver, but that wouldn't really mean anything in this situation. It would just be a random anecdote I have. Now you have that knowledge, maybe. But I don't know about chocolate. There is a lot of like different artificial flavors that just like don't really taste like the thing that they're meant to. Like, I think the most famous one is banana. The artificial banana flavor is more synonymous with banana than the actual flavor of a real banana. They taste almost nothing alike. But everyone's used to like the artificial banana flavor. So that's just what it is now. Like, every time I eat chocolate ice cream, I'm like, what is this? This isn't chocolate. Have you tried putting chocolate on top of the chocolate ice cream? So that you can get both. Why can't you eat chocolate? Because it gives me migraines. I haven't been able to have it for a very long time. Chocolate and coffee, both. I can have white chocolate, because that's literally just like sugar, pretty much. But I can't have like milk or dark chocolate. It's been so long now that I don't even miss it anyway. Oh, how much titanium have I got left to go? Just as I asked that question, my internet died. You will never know the answer. Brr brr. Rip. Did I remove the last hatch? This is my eternal ponderance. Was the last hatch removed? No. Wait, is that the last hatch or is that the hatch before last? Feels like that was a while ago. Alright, hatch removal service. Oh no, not the bounce again. I need to get rid of that bounce somehow. It really drags me down. There we go. Is your internet back, Heckler? Oh, the lag. The lag is getting brutal. No! Oh, it's the worst when that happens. Oh, now I have to do a half step and come out and remove it. Oh. Why are you like this? Why are you so incompetent? I can deconstruct the one below it, but not that one. I just want to get to the end of my titanium. This stack that I have, just so I can finish up and go to bed.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Shut up! Oh yeah, that's the top because it was the half. Man, I wish I could turn off day-night cycles in this game. In every game, I wish I could turn it off. There was a mod that I tried to install that was day-night cycle, and I think you could, like, change the amount each cycle would do. So I could, like, speed up the night cycle. But it didn't work. Much like many of the other mods that would have helped me quite a lot. Or at least would have been helpful for me. They just didn't work. We've got to be close by now. We've got to be close to the end of our stack of titanium. Oh, I didn't remove the hatch, did I? Oh, maybe I did? That's really hard to tell. I think I'm gonna assume I did. Oh, that's too high, isn't it? There we go. That'll plug the gap.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh. I don't want to go down, I want to go up. I'm gonna die soon. Don't let me die of dehydration before I reach the end of my titanium. Please. I'm gonna start losing health soon. Oh, I need to save it because it is like, it is really grinding every time I build something now. I worry for the integrity of the save game. Oh, and the integrity of my body, because I am now dying of thirst. Also, do we get to see the fake sun? Oh, we don't get to see the fake sun. Wait, do I have... Oh, I actually have water on me. Oh. I forgot I had some water. Okay, well that should survive us. That should help us survive, rather. Until we use the rest of our titanium. Maybe. Possibly. Where's the local sun gone? I haven't seen it yet. In this rotation. I want my local sun back. Sun! Where are you, my son? Where's the sun there? Oh, I'm not seeing any sun. It doesn't show up all the time. Oh, come on, I've got to be getting close. It's almost 11:30. Man, I think milk chat took it out of me. I don't even have like more milk chat in me. I'm tired and I don't have anything comparable to milk chat left in me. It's very sad. I'm just trying to get to the end of this titanium. It's a tough life, but somebody's got to do it. If it's not me, then who? Milk your sanity? Hey, I think at this rate, we're milking the joke a little bit. Keep going up, up, up. There is only up. I'm looking forward to when we jump off of this, though. The amount of time it's going to take for us to get the bottom. Get the bottom? Get to the bottom. Somebody's going to be able to go make a coffee and start milk chat all over again. By the time we actually, like, complete the descent. Not again! I already had fluid intake. Come on, one of these has got to be empty. Up, up, and away! Look, we're getting into space. Just not the way the developers intended it. Imagine if you could do that. Imagine if there wasn't like a coded in way, a hard coded way that once you got to the top, you know, it had something. I don't want to give it away, but I don't actually know what it is. But imagine if there wasn't like a hard coded thing, and you could actually, or that it was hard coded that once you, no. If the way that it triggered the end game was you physically getting to the location of space, because then this would actually work. We would literally complete the game this way. If it was once you get to the physical location. Because if you like made the spaceship and then you were actually like a physical entity in the physical ship, and then once you got up to that location, it like had a trigger that it was like when player character passes through this location, and it triggers the end game then, or like the end cutscenes or whatever. Then doing this would genuinely actually be able to get there and complete the game. I know that that's not the case, but that would be incredible. Oh, god damn it, I keep accidentally right-clicking. Oh. It says I don't have 6 titanium on me, but I think that's just because I don't have it in my inventory. Oh no. No, I'm actually empty. Oh, thank God, I am finally empty. Okay, let's put that back then. Wait. How can I not put it back now? You son of a bitch! I'm trapped now! Why do I not have the quartz for it anymore? Or the titanium for it anymore? How has that happened? What? Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to remove a layer.
Calorie intake recommended.
Wait, what's happening here? I want to be able to... Let me out of here. Oh no, you gotta let me out of here. I can't even like get outside to remove it.
Intake immediately.
I would have to remove like 2 ladders. I need to be able to remove... Yeah, I can deconstruct the ladder, but then I don't have a connection to be able to get back in there when I build back up again. I want to be able to remove like the top layer. If I deconstruct that, then it doesn't allow me to deconstruct the next one. I guess if I deconstruct this to be able to put this here, and then I guess I can go on top, deconstruct the one above me. Well, that's why I can't deconstruct the one above me, because it's all the way up there. Oh well, we'll have to just add an extra one. We'll have to add more when we get back anyway, so it's probably not the end of the world. This is as high as we got. 2,700. So that means we only made 700 meters this time. Which is still quite a hefty distance to make. But I was hoping that we could like get a nice round 1,000 so that each time we could be like, alright, we're gonna get about 1,000, so this means X amount of streams more. Now to be fair, last time I think we were on 1,200 and we got to 3,000, so it does track that we got 700, we got 800 last time, about 700 this time. So the amount of variance is within, you know, 100 or so, I guess. But, you know, that's pretty decent effort still. And to be fair, we are actually... We're kind of up there. We just are like a few tiny pieces of titanium short. So we probably would have actually made it to like 2,800-ish. Technically, you are 2,780, but you were out of titanium. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, if I go up there... Well, I can't get any higher because I don't have enough titanium for this ladder. Oh, wait, yes, Yes, I do? Oh, I can get one of them, but I can't get... Ow. I can put a ladder there. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can... We probably will die before we hit the bottom at this rate. So, let's go. Down we go. Yeah, I'm gonna die of starvation before I hit the bottom. Oh, there's one random hatch, like, half the way up in the stratosphere. God damn it! We can just see the aurora spawning in on the right-hand side there. The water now exists again. We're slowly dying. We can see the elevator, the tube elevator there. Wait, that's got a whole bunch of tubes on it, or hatches on it as well. And there's a hatch there. Oh no, I hit the multi-purpose room. No. I should have readjusted. Oh, well. I couldn't be bothered. Welcome back, Heckler. Your internet is back. Congrats. What were you saying about the chocolate thing? So I was saying that chocolates give me migraines, is the long and the short of it. Chocolates give me chocolate gives me migraines, so I can't have chocolate. Same with coffee. I can have white chocolate, but I can't have dark or milk chocolate. Alright, let's bin off all that quartz. And I think basically go and have a suckle in the teeth of the Baldur, and then we'll save it and wrap it. What about powdered chocolate? How dare you? How dare you even suggest a thing? I mean, it's the same. It's the same situation. It's not about the state that it is in. It's about the chocolate itself. Alright, there we go. So next time we'll go on another titanium hunt for a bit and do some more building. So it seems like between about 700 and 800 meters per stream. So let me think. Let me see. Let me see if I can do the maths real quick. Got my calculator out. Well, I almost do. Okay, hold on. Alright, so I know how high we have to get. And currently we're at 2,700. So let's do the math on that. Okay, so that leaves us that much. And then if we divide that by 700, roughly 9, really still 9 more streams. If we're averaging at 700 a stream. That's still a lot. So that is basically if we do 2 streams a week. So that means 8 streams. Yeah, 8 streams in a month. So it'll be just over a month. But we will be doing basically the same thing for all of those. I was hoping we would get there a little quicker, but that is going to take a minute. We're going to get there though. I'm in for the long haul. I know nobody else will be by that stage, but I'm in for it. We're going to do it. We've come like, well, we've gotten quarter of the way now. We've gotten over quarter of the way. So like, I'm in for it now. We're almost in for like a third of it, in fact. A few more hundred and we'll be like a third of the way there. So like we've made some decent progress. It will happen. It will all be worth it after like 3 or 4 months of work to get that one YouTube video that actually has finally got the end of it, and no one will watch it anyway. Still no one will watch it. We'll have spent all that time, and like a few people on Reddit will be like, sick! And that's it. Oh well. I had a fun time doing it, and that's what really matters. And we had milk chat. We'll always have milk chat. Alright, let me catch up on chat now. Nutella is fine though, right? Nope, can't have Nutella either. Even though it's hazelnut spread, can't have Nutella. Skip to the end. Yeah, I wish there was a way to skip to the end. I wish there was a way that I could just do it all quicker. Because I don't want to go creative mode and just like cheapen out on the whole thing and ruin the whole experience, essentially. And we have sped things up significantly, but I would like to be able to speed it up further somehow. And I don't even know how I could do that at this point, because we've sped up basically everything already, so I don't know how we could go even quicker. but I spent all that time doing it. After all, you're playing all these games on my behalf, yeah? I mean, you've paid for this game and for the next one we're playing, so I mean, almost, I guess. Because Valheim you essentially funded, and this one you funded a very long time ago because you already had a key for it, but you still were generous enough to give it to us, so I don't know, I guess so. Oh, hey, asshole! Hey, Lemeffy. Welcome to the end of the stream. How you doing? Are you ready for daylight savings tomorrow? When everything changes? And it means that you're probably not going to be able to make any of the streams anymore? Rip. Let's do the sexy hydration for you. One more time for the road. You're welcome. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna go through the schedule and then I'm gonna try and wrap up as quickly as I can because I do have to go. But thanks for the stream. That's right. Thank you for streaming for me, I think is how that works. I don't know. Thanks for being here for the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed Milk Chat. Tomorrow, Sunday, is my night off. There will be no streams. Monday, I will be back with a new indie game, which I think is called Knights of the Round Table or something to that effect. We'll be checking that out, seeing how that goes. Should be interesting to see what we feel about it. Could be fun. Tuesday and Wednesday are more rimming. We got a good amount of Gravlite tiles last time, so the ship expansion is well underway. As a matter of fact, we've done the expansion. We just need to add carpets and stuff. So we're making good progress on that. We just need to get a jammer, signal jammer or something, so that we can go to orbital platforms. Also need to make sure people have spacesuits and stuff, but we made good progress with that. Thursday is a no stream day as well, and then Friday and Saturday back to Subnautica, where we will continue building the Giga Tower. We are 2,700 meters high, which is over quarter of the way, almost a third of the way to what the height limit is. Where we will see what happens when we get there, and I'm looking forward to it. And then yeah, that's it. And then Saturday, yeah, Subnautica. So that's what's coming up. Let me read through chat and then I'm gonna go to bed. Also tomorrow Jiv will go out and buy powdered milk to enhance his dining experience. You're right, I will. No, not. I won't. How dare you? I'll never do that. Sounds disgusting. Our clocks are turned back an hour on the last weekend this month. Oh, you guys turn it back on the last weekend? We turn it back tomorrow. Or forward, or I don't know, whatever, however it works. Our clocks change tomorrow morning at 2 AM or something. It's the first Sunday of October for us. I think that's one of the things that annoys me even more about the whole daylight savings thing. Aside from the fact that you've got different time zones and different people doing it or not doing it, you've also got different hemispheres doing it in different ways. Because one goes forward, one goes back at whatever different time. And then you've got everyone doing it at completely different times of the year as well. Or a different, a different month or a different week of a similar time perhaps. But everyone's just doing it all completely at different times. And it's just a colossal cluster scenario. I hate it. But that is it. I gotta go to bed. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch you all tomorrow. No, I won't. Tomorrow is Sunday. Excuse me. I will catch you on Monday for Knights of the Round Table, I think. Otherwise, it will be next week for some more Subnautica. Bye!